Hey y'all, it's Johnny here again. Today we're going to be taking a look at the G.I. Joe Classified Series Hasbro Pulse exclusive Snake Eyes. And that was a mouthful. So what we got here is Snake Eyes. This version, it's directly from Hasbro Pulse's website. It comes like in the special edition packaging and all that. It's beautiful, by the way. So comes like this. It's really hard to see up close, but there it is. Let's put it back behind him here. And this special edition, or this Hasbro Pulse exclusive, it comes with a ton of extra accessories. So these accessories right here on the table here are the ones it normally comes with standard, and then this whole weapons display and all these different weapons here come with the Hasbro Pulse exclusive. So before we take a look at the figure, let's just take a look at his accessories. So it comes with a couple different hands. This is like a chopping hand, and it also looks like it has like the spikes there to be able to climb, which is cool, or scratch at your opponents. It also comes with a hand that has a molded in throwing star or shuriken, and that goes in and out, so that's really cool. He comes with, I guess this is an Uzi. I don't know all the guns, to be honest, but that's pretty well detailed. There you go. And it comes with a pistol. With a pistol here, and a silencer. And of course, you can put the silencer on the pistol. It goes right on the tip there. And there you go. That's pretty cool, isn't it? The figure does come with this on out of the package. It's like a camo, or not a camo, but I mean it's camouflage colored, but it's a grenade belt. It goes across the chest. I took it off because it moves around a lot, and the figure looks much better without it. It comes with like a hunting knife, and then his main weapon is his sword with the Arashi Kage symbol engraved there and painted in red. The handle is well detailed. This is made to look like, to mimic like a leathery material, and you are able to put on his back, and of course the sword comes out. So there's a sword. Looks really nice. Cool. Let's put it back in there for now. And then lastly, for his normal accessories, he comes with a backpack. That's really well detailed. Also kind of a camo colored, a grayish brown. It's really well detailed, like all the buckles and everything. And again, before we take a look at the figure, let's take a look at this. So this is a beautiful display piece here. It has wolves here, because if you're aware with Snake Eyes, he has an affiliation with wolves. I don't know the whole story because I hadn't really watched G.I. Joe that much. I have seen a couple of like the animated series, but he's just a really cool looking character. So, and then the back of this display has like some demons battling. That is really cool. And so let's take a look at his weapons display here. So you got a couple little, let's see here. Oh, there we go. It come right off. Like hatchets or throwing axes. So you get two of those. Pretty much all the weapons on here you get two of, unless it's like a long weapon like this. This is like a double-ended spear, which is really cool. These are like sickles or scythes. Small ones. Comes with two of those. A long-bladed, double-handed, looks like a sword. Looks like for sweeping maybe horses. Two scythes, which a lot of people know about these. A lot of people are aware what these are. Comes with two of those, of course. And then just a very basic sword. Very basic katana here. With a wrapped handle and No guard here, just very basic sword. So let's finally take a look at the figure. Let's get him out of his crouching pose. There he is. So he's really well detailed. Hasbro did an amazing job with this. I'm looking forward to the G.I. Joe 6-inch line now. We've never had 6-inch G.I. Joes officially from Hasbro. I do have several of the 3 3/4 inch from back in the day, but I haven't messed with those in a while. I haven't collected those in a very long time. So let's take a look at his head. It's really well detailed. You got slits in here for his mask. The paint, it's mostly black, of course, but you've got like a matte finish here and then a glossy finish here. And then his armor is all detailed as well. And on the inner side of his arm, there's no armor. So it's like a matte finish. And then the outer side of his arm, it's armored, so it's like a glossy finish. There's that symbol again. There's like this strap. And all like these straps, like on his arms and his legs, they are removable. So if you want to take them off for different types of looks, you can. Look at that. The belt looks really well detailed. Everything is very well detailed. So let's load up this guy with some accessories. So you can put his backpack on, of course. There's a hole in the back. He's got his backpack on, and then you can put the sword on there. There's a hole right there. There's a peg right here. Bada bing, bada boom. He's loaded up with a sword. And then he has a holster here for his hunting knife. That goes right in there. And then he does have a holster for his pistol. Right here. So you can put the pistol in there with the... Actually, you can't. It doesn't look like it's big enough for the silencer to go through. But there's a place right here for the silencer to be held as well. So let's get that in there. And now he's very well armed. Look at that. He is ready to fight some cobra. Let's take a look at his articulation. So let's take this backpack off for a second. His head, the neck is at like a ball joint down there. Hard to see, but it's ball jointed down there. And then his head, of course, can look up, can look down really far. Look at that. Can look really far, can turn, and then it has like some tiltage for confused looks. It does have a slight butterfly joint in here. Mine is kind of stuck, so I might have to use a hair dryer to loosen that up. The shoulders go almost all the way horizontal. You've got a bicep swivel here. Double jointed elbows. Both of these hands go up and down, which is great for holding weapons. It's really cool here. This is a new set of joints from Hasbro. Usually they have like a torso joint or like an ab crunch with a swivel, but this is an ab crunch, which he can go very far forward and abnormally, unhumanly back. But then there's also like a ball joint at the waist here, so he can lean back even further without using the ab crunch. So this was just the ab crunch in a neutral position. He can go pretty far back already. He can go forward. So he can, this ball joint here is really cool. And this builds a floating piece. And this, I think, is the first time Hasbro's done this, where they've implemented like the drop down hinge for the thighs here. Usually you see that in some of the high-end action figures from overseas, but if you just drop that down, seeing that, you guys kick higher. So that's really neat. Of course, you can put it to the side. You might have to move this a little bit so you can get all the way to the side, but that goes all the way. That's the full splits. The full splits. Can't complain about that. A thigh swivel here. double jointed knees, a boot cut. You got really far back on the ankles, a little bit forward on the ankle, and then, of course, a toe pivot. It's a little off, but you can use the boot to adjust that. So that's it for his articulation. It's very well articulated. You can get him into some awesome poses. So let's take a look at him compared to some other figures. Let's get them all nice and neutral here. Let's take a look at some newer Hasbro started releasing these around last year. Is the Lightning Connection, Lightning? There you go. I can talk today. Lightning Collection Power Rangers. So there he is compared to Lord Zed and the Red Ranger. So this is like the pretty normal Power Ranger body. This is probably gonna be, this looks like a standard G.I. Joe body. And then next to, obviously, he's shorter than Lord Zed. So there he is next to those guys. Let's look at some Star Wars figures. So we've got Sabine Wren from Star Wars Rebels. Din Djarin from The Mandalorian. So they're about the same size here. Also, obviously this female body is smaller, and this is more of a cartoon character, so it's a little bit smaller anyway. But they look really well together. I think that works well. That's cool. Let's look at some Marvel figures. So you've got a comic book version of Psylocke. She's about the same height. Very close. Like her shoulders are a little bit lower. And you've got the worthy Captain America. These guys are sitting at the same height. His body's a little bit bulkier, but they all work really well together. So, in some closing thoughts, I think this is an amazing figure. I believe it's his website. I think it's back ordered again. Or not necessarily back ordered, but the first pre-order is shipped. It just shipped. They just got this yesterday. But it looks like on their website it's showing shipping in July. So it looks like they have a next batch coming up. But it's worth the price because it's only $40, plus taxes and shipping, of course. Because the packaging is amazing. It's a nice display piece. It comes with this display stand and all these extra accessories, and then even its normal accessories. It's just an amazing package. I think you guys should pick this up if you're interested in action figures at all, or if you're interested in the new G.I. Joe line. Anyway, so thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like button if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more videos. Thanks for your time. I really appreciate it. Have a good day.